Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles, California. Tonight, we kick off the 2025 All-American Racing League season with the 2025 All-American Racing League Clash. Ethan Christensen, voice of the All-American Racing League. So glad you could join us here tonight on the Sim World Racing Network. Tonight's presentation is the opening preseason event from the Coliseum, and we have right now 13 cars on hand to do battle tonight here around the small confines of the Coliseum. Sitting on top of the leaderboard right now at this point, the number 8 car, that is Dave Lurfano in that number 8 LSPD looking machine, teammates to Dave Hera. Right now, second is his teammate. That is the 15, the other police machine, the 15 of Dave Hera out there right now on track. There's a great look at that beautiful LSPD number 15 headed down towards the turn 1 and 2 end of this racetrack. Sitting third on the charts right now is that number 25. That is the Capital Science Company number 25 Grand Collision of Josh Hetrick's making his return to the All-American Racing Cup Series this season for the 2025 season. Happy to have Josh back in the field with us this year. Third is newcomer to the All-American Racing League group. This is Chris Essery. He is driving the Freaky Fast number 4. Sitting in 6th is the number 6 car. That is Rodney Uberpacker. He has been a member with us here at the All-American Racing before, but joining us again this season for 2025. Sitting in 7th right now on the practice charts, that is Travis Juggles Rodriguez out of San Antonio, Texas, in that number 7 Toyota. 8th right now on track there, the 41 button kicker Moza Motorsports Ford Racing machine. That is Mike Kurchlak out of Louisville, Kentucky. Sitting 9th in the standings in practice right now, Sean Horlander in the number 9 machine, number 9 in 9th. And the last car in the top 10 tonight, the 75, the Auto Shirt Ford Mustang out of Harpersferry, West Virginia. That is James Nelson. So there's a look at the top 5 tonight here at the Coliseum, as practice has just about 6 minutes left to go before we start qualifying for the 13 cars that are here tonight. We got a new segment this year. Going to try something out every week. We're going to see if this works and how you guys like it. It's going to be a little segment we call Hanging with Hillbilly.
What's up, race fans, and welcome to the LA Coliseum. I am Hillbilly. You probably recognize my voice from being up here in the booth for Sim World Racing Network. I'll be there on Sundays for the All-American Racing League Truck Series this season. But nonetheless, we're at the LA Coliseum. I'm going to take you for a few laps around the track. I'm not going to run the fast speeds that we ran like last night in practice. I think I was sitting P2 on the board with a 13.3. Won't be running that here in this little deal because I want to make sure I make it around the track. This thing is very difficult. It's a quarter-mile track. It's inside the Coliseum surrounding a football field or whatever. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it here. Let's see what we can do. Or explain to you guys at home what we're doing around here. All right, so most of the drivers in tonight's race for the All-American Racing League will be running third gear. We head down into turn 1. You're going to be hard on the brakes. Get it down here, cross that white stripe, or at least on it, searching for additional grip on that paint or whatever change in surface that you possibly can. Hard acceleration off, trying not to break the rear tires free. You back on the brakes, back down into turn 1. You can hear that brake lock up. That's common here, and can lead you to run this sucker straight into the wall like that. That's not what you want to do here, folks. But you've seen it. I'm not going to edit it out. We'll go around, run down, back on the tape again, back up on the throttle, hard up on the throttle, now hard on the brakes again. Braking early and often, as we say. Get close to that wall is where I like to run. Try not to break the tires free on exit. Running some very slow times here just to show you guys what's up. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the race here tonight at the Clash for the All-American Racing League right here on the SimWorld Racing Net.
Thanks for that, Hillbilly. That is a new segment here for the 2025 season, hanging with Hillbillies, take you around the Speedway a couple times to get you an on-track view of what the drivers are thinking as they make laps around the weekly racetrack. Again, tonight we're at the LA Coliseum here in Los Angeles. The race preseason event here. No points on the line, just bragging rights for the winner of this one tonight. Again, 13 cars here in attendance. We're keeping an eye on Mike Kurgelak as he makes some laps around the Speedway in his number 41 Ford. Very tight confines for sure here tonight. Just under a quarter of a mile the distance around the Coliseum. Thanks again for tuning into the SimWorld Racing Network. Just about 3 minutes to go before we go live with practice. Just keep an eye here on the time and the cars on track. Chris Essery there in the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast number 4 Ford Mustang. Again, sitting in 5th spot on the scoring tower. Chris out of Bakersfield, California, joining us here for his first year with the All-American Racing League. Happy to have Chris on board. Look for him to be a fast car here this season. Another car on track again, Travis Rodriguez out of San Antonio, Texas, driving that number 7 Toyota. Long-time regular here with the All-American Racing League. Also does a great job running the All-American Racing League Truck Series. They race Sunday nights. Broadcasts are here on the SimWorld Racing Network. Dave will bring you the call of those ones as we get into the 2025 season. They should go green and racing in about, I think, a couple of weeks from now. So look forward to that. And then one more exhibition night of racing for these Cup drivers. That'll come next Thursday night here on the SimWorld Racing Network. We will go to Daytona as we will have the duels of Daytona. 2 events to set the starting lineup for the 2025 AARL Daytona 500 next week at Daytona. 48 laps each, the distance of the duels. And then 2 weeks from tonight, February 13th, the second annual All-American Racing League Daytona 500, 200 laps, 500 miles around the high bank, 2.5 mile Daytona International Speedway. See if Dave Lafano can repeat his season opening victory at the 500 and see who will be the first of many to lock themselves into the 2025 All-American Racing League Cup Series playoffs. Similar to last year, full season running pin parallel with the NASCAR Cup Series schedule, so that will be exciting. A couple of full-length races. All other races will be 80% distance for the year, so should be some exciting racing here coming up in this once the season gets started in a few weeks. But right now, looks like practice is over and we are getting set to head to qualifying. 2 laps. The fastest of your 2 laps will set your starting position for the 2025 All-American Racing League Clash at the Coliseum. A couple cars already on track here. Let's take a look. You got 25. That is Josh Hetrick. He is heading out there in that beautiful black and red Graham Collision Capital Science Company number 25 car. Also on track, the 9, the Mountain Dew Machine. That is Sean Horlander. Dave Hare also on track, warming up those tires. Out there also looking to start on the pole for this one. Dave Lurfano also getting his car up to speed here on lap number 1. Josh Hetricks will jump to the top of the board early in this one. Dave Lurfano, a 14.431, slow on his first lap, looks to improve as he was the quick time in practice. Comes back around, completes his second lap, see if he can go any quicker. He does, second quick at 13.520, but Chris Essery to the top of the board with a 13.496. Tyrone on track, looking to complete his second lap. He will see if he can get a time on the board. Oh, seventh quick for Tyrone, a 14.766. Nelson in there with the 14.059. Chris Essery still on top, though, of this one. Looks like Johnny May out on the track in the 00 machine. He will come around and complete his first lap of 15.744 for Johnny May. 15.744. Completes his second lap, this time out of turn number 4. See if he can improve on his lap time. He does 15.738 for Johnny May. Ronnie Uberpacker out there in that number 6 machine. He works himself through turns 3 and 4, coming down to take the green flag for his first of 2 laps. Also on track to 41. That is Michael Kurgelek out of Louisville, Kentucky. We're going to go back and keep an eye here on the 6th machine as he comes out of turn number 4 across the line. He will come home 7th. Kurgelek will cycle in 8th place. So those two right neck and neck this time. They both on this track at the same time. Looks like Rodney gets up almost into the outside wall. Probably won't be able to improve on his lap time. He is not. He'll drop to 8th. Kurgelek jumps up to 6th position. Travis Rodriguez, the lone car, out on track as he will spin it on the exit of turn 2. That is not going to help him set a quick time here this afternoon. So he will get that car righted, point it back in the right direction, and away he goes. First one won't count for much, but he's got one more to see if he can set a time here. 10 cars on the board so far as Ben Campbell now out on track. We'll keep an eye, though, on the end of Rodriguez's qualifying attempt down through turns 3 and 4. Down to the line, gets it a little squirrely on throttle. He is back across. He's going to start 7th. Let's see Ben Campbell. He is currently working on his second lap down into turns 3 and 4. And he is locking it up and hard into the outside wall. So that will end the qualifying attempt for Ben this afternoon. So right now, all cars have made an attempt to qualify. Looks like a pole sitter will be the number 4. That's Chris Essery. He is on the pole with a 1.3496, and just outside the front row, that is Dave Lurfano with a 13.520. James Nelson's 13.613, good enough for 3rd position, and Josh Hedricks a 13.753 in 4th, and Dave Hare with a 13.796, sitting in that 5th position on the time charts. So a couple more minutes, a little bit of time left here. Just under a minute, that is, in the qualifying session before we grid the cars on the front straightaway and get set for 150 laps of door banging, bumper smashing action around the quarter-mile LA Coliseum. 150 laps the distance. The halfway break at lap 75. We'll see the cars come down pit road to change tires if they so choose to. Obviously, fuel not a big factor here tonight with the short race and the large fuel cells. Thanks again for tuning in to the All-American Racing League's broadcast here on the Sim World Racing Network. If you're just tuning in, just about to get set to grid the cars on the front straightaway as we get set for 150 laps of door-to-door action around this quarter-mile speedway. Should see the field start to grid up now. As you can see them start to grid there on the front straightaway at the bottom of your screen. A great shot down looking at the get set to go. There's the flame, the Olympic flame that once was fired up here in the Coliseum, glowing bright as we get set to go 150 laps. Take a quick look at the temperature. Currently 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 55% humidity, cloudy with a 4-mile-an-hour wind. So a nice night for racing here in downtown Los Angeles. As we wait for the last cars to grid, looks like everyone has found their spot on the grid, and we will get set to bring you the starting lineup. As I say it, there it is there. Chris Essery will go from the front row. Outside of him will be Dave Lurfano. James Nelson in third. Josh Hetricks will go from fourth. Row 3 will be Dave Hara and Michael Kurgelek. Row number 4, that's Travis Rodriguez and Sean Horlander. Row number 5 will be Rodney Uberpacker and Tyrone Yo. Johnny May and Larry Garnes will make up row number 6. And on the tail, shotgun on the field this afternoon, that is the 67 of Ben Campbell. The field will get the 1-to-go signal. The lights are off on the top of the pace truck. That means green flag next time out of turn number 4. We'll set these cars loose for 150 laps of racing here at the Coliseum. Pole sitter Chris Essery. Outside him is Dave Hara. James Nelson and Josh Hetricks make up row number 2 as they work their way slowly through 3 and 4 into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out and we are back racing. We are racing. The 2025 season here in the All-American Racing League is off and running. Chris Essery gets out to the early lead there over Dave Lurfano as they work their way down out of turn 4, completing 2 laps quickly here this evening. Working on lap number 2 as we've already got one in the book, and it looks like Nelson and Hetricks 3rd and 4th there on your screen. Further back, Dave Hara and Kurgelek there sit in those positions as Travis Rodriguez looks to make a move on Kurgelek. Nothing happening that time as they work down the back straightaway and into turn number 3 and 4. Up front though, Essery still leads the way over Lurfano, Nelson, Hetricks, and Hara. Hara right down on that white line as he showed us in his Hanging with Hillbilly segment earlier tonight. Front though, Essery continues to lead the way as he's got an early lead over the Lurfano number 4, the Lurfano number 8, the Nelson 75, the Hetricks 25, and the Hara 15 as they work their way back into turn.
Yellow flag is out.
2 yellow is out on the track. We will take a look and see what has sparked the yellow. So it looks like Johnny May having a bit of an issue. He spins himself out there off of turn number 4, bringing out the yellow flag as he is jumping. He has jumped to the pits. So Johnny May on pit road early in this one. Another look here. So going down into turn 4. Oh, wow. Let's see one more time. Next lap should see what happens. Have it in there. Well, still not that lap, so we'll keep an eye on him here. Take another look at this. Oh, there he goes, down in turns 1 and 2, actually. He spins himself out, tries to get out of the way, but the leader, Chris Essery, right there, bringing out the caution early in this one. So Essery, the leader here on lap number 7. Lurfano, Nelson, Hetrick, Hara, the top 5, as they look set to get a restart here momentarily. Step away for a quick second. We will be right back. Oh, thanks for that. Sorry about that, folks. Back on the out on the caution truck. Looks like we are getting set to go back racing here when they get back around to the start-finish line. The Geico restart zone. Esri will be the first of the cars to fire. He is in that control position on the front row. Worked their way out of turn number 4. Pace car to the safety of the infield. Esri gets on the gas late, but the green flag is out, and we are racing back down into turn number 1. Side by side, Lurfano and Esri work off of turn 2. Esri gets a great run off the bottom. Lurfano being a little more conservative in that upper lane. Doesn't want to give up too many spots. Looks to get back down to the bottom. He'll cut the nose off of the 75. That time through 3 and 4. As he will work his way back down to the front straightaway. As we continue to race here under green flag conditions. Continues to be Esri up front. Lurfano, Hetrick, Kurjalek. Second, third, and fourth. And we take a little further back. Looks like Hillbilly and the 75. That's Nelson have lost a few spots, but now Nelson to the inside of Travis Rodriguez down into turns. What is 3 and 4, I believe? Nope, that is 1 and 2. As they work their way now through 3 and 4, come back around with a start-finish line as we completed 14 of the 150. Battle developing here between these two. Looks like Nelson on the bottom gets a good run. Lock it up a little on entry. That's going to allow Rodriguez through the crisscross applesauce to head back down the front straightaway. Now Rodriguez will be on the inside. Put Nelson on his outside as they work their way off of turn number 2. A little bit of contact there. Maybe that's going to open the door for Dave Hara. Oh, Kurdzlak hard into Rodney Uberpacker there through turn 3 and 4. We're going to have a caution coming out on that one. That's going to be an incident involving... Oh, sorry, that's Horlander Uberpacker. My apologies. We're going to take another look here. Get a replay of that. So you can see Horlander just drives it in a little too deep, and then they get hooked together, and both end up coming to a stop. Tyrone making a little bit of contact. He will drive away from that one. Caution is out for the second time this afternoon. Chris Esri leads the way over Lurfano, Hetrix, Kurjalek, Travis Rodriguez, James Nelson, Dave Hara. Larry Garnes is your top 8 at the time of caution. Looks like Uberpacker unfortunately lost a lap in that exchange, as we are again under caution for the second time this afternoon. Field works its way down, completing lap number 19 this time at the line. So we'll get a couple more laps under caution before we get back going. Lights are out on the caution truck. Signal given to the field. 1 to go next time. Next time we'll look for the green flag and the Geico restart zone. Again, Chris Esri, the control car in that freaky fast Jimmy John's number 4. Outside him, Lurfano. Inside the second row, that is Josh Hetrix. Outside him, Kurdzlak, Rodriguez, and Nelson make up row 3. Slow into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out. We are racing here and down into turn number 1 from the Coliseum. Side by side again off of turn number 2. Lurfano able to hold the outside there. Doesn't want to give up too much ground though, because if he slips up the 25 and the 41, we'll look to capitalize, but they make it around side by side again down into turn number 1 and 2. Lurfano gets a good run this time on the outside, looking to clear Esri, not able to do it as he'll drive it in on the bottom, right down against that inside wall. Now Lurfano will have to fight back on the outside. Esri gets a great run off of turn number 4 that time, able to clear Lurfano. Look for Lurfano to jump down to the bottom possibly next time he gets a chance there, down into turn number 3 and 4. He does. The battle's still on though for third as Hetrick on the inside. Kurdzlak able to clear him though this time out of turn number 4. As Hetrick pedaling that bottom lane with Kurdzlak using the top side. Yellow flag back. So we Got a gaggle of cars getting together, bringing out the caution for the third time this afternoon. We'll take a look and see if we can find a replay of what happened. Well, it looks like Larry gets loose off of turn number 4, gets into Uberpacker, gets into Horlander, and then gets into Tyrone, and then Uberpacker and Horlander meet again about 3/4 of the way down the front straightaway. So a rough turn of events there for that group of 4. Again, we'll take another look here at the replay. Horlander looks to make evasive action, but then the 20 gets it corrected and just gets down into the side. The 9 spins back across the speedway, and the 6 makes contact with him again. So we will be under caution for the 3rd time this afternoon, as Chris Essery continues to lead the way here in this one. Led since the drop of the green, has led 26 laps. Lorfano got credited with leading 1, so 2 leaders so far this afternoon, or this evening, sorry, as a couple cars on pit road. Looks like Horlander and Uberpacker will bring it down to the attention of their pit crews. Looks like also pit stop was completed for Larry Garnes. Horlander had to use that fast repair already in this one, so he will get a fresh car and get back out there at the tail end of this field. Look at the running order where you got Essery, Lafano, Kurdzlik, Hetrick after a great battle there for a handful of laps. Rodriguez in 5th, Nelson, Hara, Yo in 6th, 7th, and 8th respectively. Looks like the green, white, 1 to go signal given to the field. That means next time by we're looking for that green flag again here. 122 laps to go from the Coliseum. Pace car down into the infield. They work their way off of 4 into the restart zone. Crawling. Green flag is out. Lorfano, good jump on the top. See if he's able to capitalize again on Essery. Drops back there side by side down the back straightaways. Essery continues to lead the way though through turns 3 and 4. Bump from the back, on the back of the 25 car. From the 25 car to the 8 there on the entrance of turn 3 and 4. That's going to propel the 8 car probably a little deeper than he wanted to go into the corner, but they work again side by side. 3 rows deep this time off of turn 4. Essery able to clear Lorfano just by a nose there. Now if Lorfano's got himself a little bit of trouble as Kurdzlik looks to the inside of him. He's able to shut that door and get back down to the bottom. Now Hetrick will go to the outside of Kurdzlik down the front straightaway. Still not able to make that move. Josh being awful cautious up there on the top lane. He gets into the wall a little bit. That's going to let Rodriguez get a run on the inside. Looks like Hara back up into the 6th spot. He's able to get around Nelson. Still up front though. Essery leads the way. There is the 15 of Hillbilly Hara right down against that inside wall through the turns. The LSPD is coming for you. Look out, everybody. Down the front straightaway. Hara able to clear the Hetrick's 25, but Josh will drive it in deep on the outside. Not going to be able to get the roll out of the corner that he was hoping for as they head back down the back straightaway. Hara will lock himself into a 5th place that time. Across the line. Will bring Hetrick with him in the 25. Up front though, Chris Essery continues to lead here. As I said, led 32 of the 35 laps so far this time across the line. The gap back to Lorfano right there. So Lorfano not out of it completely, but definitely got some work to do here as we work lap 37. A little further back here, the battle between Tyrone Yo and James Nelson developing out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Nelson currently sitting in the 75 machine in 7th. Then you got Tyrone Yo in 8th. He's getting battled. He's getting pressure, from the 9 of Horlander, and then the 6 of Rodney Uberpacker. Still 1 lap down at this point, hoping to get that lucky dog at some point here in this event, get himself back on the lead lap. Unfortunately, he's been involved in all 3 of the crashes so far in this event. We got a car around. That looks to be the 25 of Josh Hetrick there, spinning on the exit of the corner. Let's see if he can get a replay of what happened to Josh. Just a little bit throttle heavy, gets into the inside wall. sure why the caution didn't come out right away, but he was able to get that car fired and headed back in the right direction. Unfortunately, though, he will go down one lap to the field, as you can see the leader go by, and then he gets into the wall a little bit more once he got that car pointed in the right direction. So Hetrix goes from about 5th back to 10th, one lap down. Not how he wanted his afternoon to change. As you can see there on the track, that number 6 machine going around the outside of the field, that is Ronnie Uberpacker. He was making his way to the lucky dog position, and there he goes around the 75. So put Uberpacker back on the lead lap at this point now. There he is, getting past the pace truck and ready to join the tail end of the field. Up front though, Chris Essery been the leader of this one for 40 of the 43 laps so far. Dave Lafano led 3 laps on the evening too, also, as we are under caution for, I believe, the 4th time here this afternoon. One to go signal given to the field. 44 laps down. It'll be 45 next time around. 105 to the end of this one. 30 laps to the halfway break as Esrium, Lafano, Kurchlek, and Rodriguez, Dave Hera, and James Nelson, Horlander, and Yo, Garns, and Uberpacker make up the top 10 positions. Down to the restart zone. Snail's pace. We flagging back out, and we are racing. Again, Lafano gets a good jump on the outside as we got trouble in the back as Dave Hare and Tyrone Yo get together. That's going to bring out another caution. Take a look at the replay to see what happened there. On the restart, Tyrone Yo just drove it in far deeper than Dave Hare thought he was going to. He just gets into the back of the 15, spinning him out. So caution again here in this one. A quick caution after on the restart. We'll get the field lined back up behind the pace truck. And we'll see if we can get a few laps under our belts. Looks like at the time of caution, Dave Lafano might have been the leader, so that is good news for Dave. Another look here. So this probably would have been the pass, so still under green. Dave Lafano gets that good run off of turn number 2 and is in front of the S34 just by the hair on his chinny chin chin at the time of caution. That's going to propel the 8 car to the lead here in this one. So that's a big turn of events for Dave Lafano, as he will be the leader once we go back racing. He will take control of the field in the restart of this next, the next restart. Again, thanks for joining us here on the Sim World Racing Network. My name is Nathan Christensen, voice of the All-American Racing League Cup Series. Preseason race number 1, no points on the line tonight for these guys. Looks like the the one to go signal is given as Tyrone Yo got there on the tail end of the lead lap. He will hustle himself around and join the tail end of the field. But again, Dave Lafano in the change of events. Dave Lafano up top of the scoring pylon now as he got that LSPD number 8, unit 8 on the front row. Here for the restart into the Geico restart zone. Look for Lafano to be the first one on the gas. He gets a great jump on the inside there down into turn 1 and 2. He's in the catbird seat now. You want to be on the bottom for these restarts, I think, and he's going to have a challenge though from Essery on the outside. Lafano on the inside. Essery, great run on the exit. He's going to actually clear Dave and able to cut down though to the bottom. That's going to leave the door open for Lafano to go side by side with him down the back straightaway. Turns 3 and 4. Unit 8 though still has control of this one down across the line. Looks like the lap will be led by Lafano, but the 4 freaky fast Ford Mustang on the outside still holding on tight as he will get a good run down into turn 3 and 4. Lafano uses the bottom shorter way around though. He's able to clear S3 that time out of turn number 4. So Lafano to the top of the scoring pylon. All lines they work their way down the back straightaway. Lafano will lead his 11th lap of the evening as we get closer and closer to the halfway break. 55 laps will be on the board this time out of turn number 4 for Lurfano. We got a car around on the speedway. Horlander sitting sideways out at turn number 4. He will back it up out of the way of the field as the caution will come back out here on lap number 57. So we'll see what happened to Sean Horlander. Gets back end of the rear end of the car, gets away from him, spins it out, but he's able to stay parked on the bottom. We'll back it up a little bit and get out of the way of the leaders. So Horlander will bring out the caution again here on lap number, came out on lap 56. The caution was displayed. So up front, again, Dave Lurfano, the leader of this one. You can see there, the 25, that's Josh Hetrick. He will get his lap back from the field. We'll put Hetrick's back on the lap now. Horlander will be the only car one lap down. So Hetrick's back to the lead lap, Horlander down a lap, and we should be getting set for a restart here momentarily. Keep an eye on the field as they work their way into turns 3 and 4. Lights are out on the pace truck. 1 to go signal given to the leader, this time at the start finish line. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4 as the field rolls slowly, steadily and slowly. You have Lurfano and Essery, Kerslek, Rodriguez, Nelson and Uberpacker. Now, after being a lap down early, he is back up to 6th position. Then you have Larry Garnes and Dave Hara in row number 4. Down into the Geico restart, the field rolls. This time, green flag will be back out, and we'll get back to racing here out of turn 4. Start for Lurfano. 8 Essery able to go side by side with him down into turns 1 and 2, but he's going to fall back into the grass of the 41 at Kerjelek. Kerjelek working that bottom. He's now inside Rodriguez as they work their way down into turns 1 and 2. Kerjelek in the preferred groove here at the LA Coliseum. Travis May got a piece of the wall there, able to continue though. Now Rodriguez loses that position as Kerjelek able to clear him a little further back though. Nelson under attack from the 6th of Uberpacker as they work through turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Up front though, Lurfano continues to lead the way here in this one as we're getting close to the halfway point. 63 laps down, 87 to go that time at the line. Essery bobbles off of turn number 2. It's going to allow Lurfano to open up a bit of a gap on that number 4 car. Half a second, the difference between first and second at this point as they work their way down across the line, completing lap 65. 10 to go before we get the halfway break. This battle might be on though for second spot as Kerjelek beginning to work over the back bumper of the 4 car. Right on board the QFRL roof cam of the number 41 machine. We head down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Not much on throttle time for the cars. Definitely off throttle longer than they are on. As you can see, Essery continues to fight that loose feeling as he heads down on the exit of the corners. Kerjelek continues to try to chase them down here late in the first half of this one. Up front though, Dave Lurfano out of pole in Maine got this one in control as he works his way through turns 3 and 1 and 2 down the back straightaway here. 70 complete at the line, 80 to go as we get close to the halfway point. Caution should be displayed at the end. We have some lap traffic to deal with before we get to that point though, as Larry Garnes on the tail end of the lead lap as he is in the target zone of the attack of the 8 car. Now Larry will go right up to the top side, let the 8 car slip on through. Gentlemanly move by Garns in the 20. Staying out of the way, but the caution is out again here on lap number 73. Looks like Hillbilly has had some issues. Take a look, see if we can get a replay. Get a replay of what happened to bring out the caution to end stage number 1. Oh, something happened to Hillbilly as he was sitting the wrong way and just wasn't able to get out of the way in time. So let's see what happened to Hillbilly down here. Oh, just too much on the brakes. He's going to spin that car out. Luckily, to avoid most contact, did get hit by the 75. He's going to lose a lap as now he is kind of blocking the track as the leaders come by. Kurzalek grabs a piece of that. Hillbilly having a heck of a time getting straightened out in this one. Able to get it pointed back in the right direction, but not until he lost a position. So halfway through this one here from the Coliseum in LA, Hillbilly bringing out the caution on lap number 74. So looks like the leader elected to stay out, so did Hetrix and Tyrone Yo. So the top 3 choosing not to come down pit road to the attention of their picker, so it's going to make for an interesting bit of strategy here as the leader will get into the Geico restart zone and quickly move. Will be back underway out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Big jump for Lurfano in that number 8 as he will take command of this one. Tyrone Yo looking on the inside underneath the 25. He's going to lose a handful of spots now as Travis Rodriguez goes around the outside as they are piled up now here as they sit sideways in turn number 3 and 4. Let's take a look and see what happened to bring out this caution involving Tyrone, Nelson Kurzalek, and Uber Packer. So Tyrone just took a little bit of a wider line on corner entry. Wasn't really sure who was underneath him, but Kurzalek got up beside him enough to spin out the 2 car. Tyrone able to pull onto pit road and get out of the way. Field comes by, unfortunately losing a lap. Tyrone did, but that's going to help these 2 guys up front who have not taken tires here as we come looking to complete lap number 80 this time for the field as they work their way through turns 3 and 4. Take a look here at how the field shakes out under caution. So it looks like Tyrone, after that incident, will lose 1 lap. Dave Hara, after his incident on the last caution, is 2 laps down. Everyone else on the lead lap at this point. As we continue to work under caution, the 8th caution of the evening here from the Coliseum. Again, you're watching the SimWorld Racing Network. My name is Nathan Christensen, the voice of the All-American Racing League Cup Series. So happy to have you along here with us tonight. If you like what you're seeing here tonight, make sure you join in next Tuesday night, 8:30 qualifying for what'll be an exciting event, the Duels from Daytona. 48 laps, 2 races, 48 laps will set the starting field for the 2025 All-American Racing League Cup Series, which will come to you 2 weeks from tonight at Daytona. But at the Coliseum, green flag is back out where Fano still controls this one as he is the leader and gets out clean and clear of the Hetrix 25. Down through turns 3 and 4 now. Esri looks to the inside of Hetrix, see if he can make this move down into 1 and 2. Battle on for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Now they are going to try to go 3 wide almost. Oh, big shove from the 7 into the 4. That's going to push him up. Hetrix able to get hard on the binders to avoid that calamity, but that's going to open the door for Travis Rodriguez to make a move to the inside of Josh Hetrick's. Move Rodriguez onto the podium in third. Up front, though, it's Dave Lafano by just over a second now over Esri in the 4. Rodriguez, Hetrick's, Uber Packer now up into the top 5. He's got his hands full with Kurgelek there on the outside as he will clear Kurgelek and they will go down into turn 1 and 2. Fast car right now on track is that 15. Dave Hare really got nothing to lose at this point. 2 laps down here in the middle part of this one, seeing if he can stay clean and green, and as I say that, we got an issue. So let's take a look at the replay here as the 41 and the 15 get together on corner exit. So Dave not clear of the 41, gets up into Kurgelek and able to drive away was the 41. Dave is not facing the right way at the end of that incident, so we'll take one more look at that one. As you can see, Dave's just not quite clear on corner exit and gets into the 41 and spinning across his nose, but not far to go because the wall was right there. Dave's able to quickly get the car pointed back in the right direction before going down another lap, so that will help Dave stay on the lead lap at, still only 2 laps down at this point. I think Tyrone should be the recipient of the lucky dog. As I say, he goes whipping by the pace truck, get himself back on the lead lap here on lap number 90. Looks like race leader Dave Lafano had made the decision to come down pit road at that point, so Dave will bring it to the attention of his crew. Which side's up in the air, gets a 4 fresh Goodyear tires and a little bit of fuel to help him get to the end of this one. So Chris Essery will inherit the lead over Travis Rodriguez, Rodney Uberpacker, Mike Kurgelek, and James Nelson, your top 5 once we get this shaken out and get back to racing. Lights are out on the caution truck. 1 to go signal given that time at the line. The field will double up out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Essery, the control car. Essery and Rodriguez, Uberpacker and Kurgelek, Nelson and Horlander will make up the first 3 rows. They work their way down through turns 3 and 4 into the guide code restart zone. Slow pace for Essery in that 4. Green flag is back out. We'll try to get the jump on the Rodriguez 7, bit of bumper tag in the back there as the 75 got into the 6 car. This time though they worked their way through turns 3 and 4. Back out of 4, looks like Travis is going to lead the lap. So third different leader on the afternoon. Put that one in the pocket of the 7 car side by side. They continue down the back straightaway down into turns 3 and 4. Still a great battle up front here on the exit of turn number 4. That's going to be the lead back to the Essery 4. Now that's going to open the door for Uberpacker to make a move up to 2nd. Racing diecast number 6 Ford Mustang gets by Rodriguez that time out of turn number 4. Uberpacker up to 2nd, looking to chase down the 4 of Chris Essery here in this one as we get to almost lap 100. 95 laps complete that time at the line. It's Essery, Uberpacker, Rodriguez, Kurgelek, Nelson, and Horlander, the top 6. Rodriguez goes a little wide that time. That's going to open the door for the 41 at Kurgelek, able to get by on the inside. They stay off of each other down the back straightaway. Great battle down into turn 3 and 4. Kurgelek able to clear him that time out of 4. They work their way back down across the line into turn 1. Kurgelek now up into a podium position in 3rd. Up front, though, Essery continues to lead the way here. 52 laps led so far this evening. Uberpacker, though, not going away right there within a car of Essery out of turn number 4 again. Come down across the line. 99 complete, working 100 this time. Brakes are glowing very bright around this quarter-mile speedway. Right on board the spoiler cam, the back of the 4 machine, taking a look back there, you can see Uber Packer and Courage Select. Then a little further back, that is the Rodriguez 7. They're getting set to hit lap traffic again here in this one. It's Tyrone Yo just in front of the number 4 car, working his way down through turn 3 and 4 as caution is out for a slowing Josh Hetricks. Let's see what happened on that one to bring out the caution. Battling here under caution. Oh, looks like Josh just gets into the back of the 15. 15 then gets, or sorry, the 20 gets into the 25. So we'll take another look at the replay on this. All this happening right behind earlier leader Dave Lafano. Everyone able to continue. That's S3 able to avoid contact into the back of the Yo number 2. So no one losing any laps in that incident. But we are back under caution here this evening. 10th caution of the evening. As you can see there, the running order on track. S3 Uber Pack, Kurzlek, Rodriguez, Horland at the top 5. Nelson Lafano back up to 7th after making the off-sequence type pit stop. Everyone else came down pit road at the halfway break. He did not. So that'll put him now in 7th position here. Getting set for a restart up front. That 4 car, Chris Esri out of Bakersfield, California, continues to lead the way here in this one as we cut to 106 laps complete. Looks like the 1 to go signal has been given, so that's going to double up the field this time through turns 1 and 2 as they head down the back straightaway. Esri, Uber Packer, row 1, Rodriguez and Kurgelek in row 2, Horlander and Nelson in row 3, and then row 4 should be Lafano and Hetricks, I believe, as they will be doubled up down out of turn number 4. Esri into the restart zone. Green flag goes back out. Big jump for Esri that time over Uber Packer, who was being cautious not to jump the restart. He has fallen back into the grasp of Michael Kurgelek there in that 41, who's got the preferred groove here as he works his way out of turn number 4 as Kurgelek and Uber Packer. Kurgelek will get past him. Now Rodriguez says, hey, I can do that. Give me a chance as he goes to the bottom. Uber Packer up on the outside. Dave Lafano bounces it off the outside wall in 3 and 4, but we keep an eye here on the battle between Uber Packer and Rodriguez. Rodriguez able to clear the 6 that time out of turn number 3, but Ronnie drives it back around the outside as they work their way through 3 and 4. Now able to clear him, but Uber Packer looks to go back to the bottom, this time through 1 and 2. Great battle developing here for 3rd and 4th. Packer gets him at the line this time, going to drive him a little deeper on the bottom, make Rodriguez work a little harder that time through turns 1 and 2, as they work their way now down through 3 and 4. 112 laps complete. Esri still up front in this one. Kurgelek in 2nd. Let's take a look a little further back as Dave Lafano hasn't been able to make up any position since the restart. Still running in 7th back there behind the 9 Mountain Dew machine. That is Sean Horlander. Lafano, the 3rd out of pole in Maine, continues to run in 7th. Up front though, Esri in the freaking fast number 4 continues to set the pace here as we work under caution. Is out. Looks like an issue here. Further back in the field between Hetricks, Hera, and Garns. Let's see if we can get a replay. Oh, it was Larry Garns who just got around, and then the 25 and the 15 have a little calamity there as trying to avoid the 20 car. They get together. Oh my goodness, that was a close one. One more look at this, you can see the 15 and the 25 get together. They look to both continue, but definitely made some contact avoiding the 20th. A lot of squirrely cars out there. Everyone pointed back in the right direction as the caution was displayed. So 116 laps complete of the 150 scheduled distance here this evening. Essery continues to lead the way. Kurdzlek now will be on his outside on the restart. Uberpacker will be in row 2 with Travis Rodriguez, Nelson, and Horlander. Dave Lurfano will start in 7th spot. So let's see if Dave is able to make any moves here as we get towards the end of this one. It'll be about 32 laps to go when we get back to racing. As you can see, the lights out on the iRacing pace truck means we will get set to go back racing next time out of turn number 4. It'll roll slowly, side-by-side formation down the back straightaway. To turn 3 and 4, the Echo restart zone right at the exit of turn 4. Green flags back out. Essery gets onto the gas, doesn't get a good, as good of a jump this time. Kurdzlek hanging on that outside. Now Essery's able to clear him down the back straightaway. But Kurdzlek drives it in a little deeper around the outside. Able to hold court there, but not able to clear him as Essery as they work their way back down through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Still again, Kurdzlek right there on that back quarter panel, not letting the 4 car use the whole track on corner exit. As I say that though, this time out of turn 4 as they complete lap number 120. Essery able to clear that number 41 car. Now he's in trouble though, as Kurdzlek has company on the inside again, as the 6th Uberpacker looks to make that bottom work. As Kurdzlek though will clear him now as Uberpacker falls back into the grass of the 7. Don't look now, here comes the 8 car. Dave Lurfano up 2 spots from the restart, up into the 5th spot here. 28 laps to go that time by, as now Lurfano makes a move for 4th. He looks to the inside of Rodriguez. He can go 2 for 1 as Uberpacker pushed hard on the exit of turn number 3 and 4. Now through 1 and 2 now, the 8 machine makes a move to the inside of Uberpacker, see if he can get it done down in 3 and 4. Sure can, clears the Uberpacker machine back up to 3rd now for Lurfano. Oh, but Rodriguez and Uberpacker get together, and that will bring out another caution here as nowhere to go for the rest of the field. They pile in there, and Uberpacker will back it up and get that car pointed back in the right direction. Etrix Hera and Tyrone Yo, unfortunately, will fall, get involved in that one. Here in this one, so we'll take another look here at the caution. The original contact between Rodriguez and Uberpacker is what started that chain reaction. So there you go, a bump from the 7, got the Uberpacker machine spun out right here. And it was just kind of a game of bumper cars. Everyone else kind of piled in. Brakes are all glowing. Everyone doing their best to slow down, but can't make it work. Uberpacker heads down pit road, see if he can get some repairs done on that machine. Up front though, Chris Essery continues to lead the way over the 41 Kurdzlek, and don't look now, but the 8 Lurfano, 3rd place on track after making that late off-sequence pit stop, gets him back into position here to make a run for the win over the last 20 or so laps. Looks like as the 15 of Hera will lay over and let the field go past him. As the field will work down the back straightaway, starting to get doubled up as they should be coming back around to the white flag next time out of turn number 4. So as I say that, Hera moves back to the front of the field. He actually will get the wave around, so Hera will move himself to the tail end of the lead, tail end of the field. Still 2 laps down at this point, Double foul they go down the back straightaway. The S3 4, the Kurzlek 41, Lurfano in the 8, Travis Rodriguez in the 7, the 9 of Horlander, the 75 of Nelson. They work their way through turns 3 and 4 down to the Geico restart zone. 20 laps to go this time at the line to get to the end of the clash at the Coliseum on the SimWorld Racing Network. This is the All-American Racing League Cup Series preseason non-points event from the Coliseum. They head down into turn 3 and 4, back around 19 to go this time at the line. The 8 and the 41 going to battle now, side by side on the entrance to turn number 1 and 2. Lurfano too strong for Kurzlek. He's going to make that move look easy down as through turns 1 and 3 and 4 again. Now just one car between Lurfano and victory here as we work on lap number 132. Complete 18 to go as they work their way down through 3 and 4. On board the reef cam of the number 4 car. We jump back one car to the 8, so we are riding on board the LSPD number 8 machine. That is Dave Lurfano heading down into turn 1 and 2. Closing right back in on the bumper with great acceleration off corner from S3. He's going to not allow Dave to get too close. We'll go the other way and ride on the back of the 4 car as he continues to lead here. 14 laps to go this time at the line for the 4. Lurfano working to see if he can get one more position, but the caution comes out. Looked like the 20 car was spun out there on the inside of the front straightaway. Let's see if we can see what happened to Larry here on lap number 130. So a little too hot on the throttle there, Larry was. He gets that car spun out to the inside and says, I'm going to hold it here because I think the rest of those guys are coming. So Larry, taking a look here, Larry spins it out on the exit of turn number 4. And that'll bring out, I believe, what's the 12th caution of the afternoon, maybe? 13th, sorry, correct me. I'm wrong. 13th caution of the afternoon here with 13 laps to go. And this one, Hetrix looks to get the wave around. He will get his lap back. Up front, though, it's still Chris Esri, who's led 91, 92 make that of the 138 this afternoon. Dave Lurfano in his 8 has led 45, and then Travis Rodriguez led 1 lap earlier on a restart. So just taking a look at the last time some of these cars were on pit road. This 4 car last pitted has been 65 laps, since his last pit stop, but only 49 for Dave Lurfano. So see if tires make that much of a difference here late in this one. Lurfano was good on the outside on the restarts earlier this evening. See if he can use that same kind of momentum and topside skill that we saw from him earlier to bring home a victory here in the clash from the Coliseum this evening on the SimWorld Racing Network. Side by side and to turn 3 and 4, they'll roll into the Geico restart zone. The freaky fast number 4 will be the first car to fire once they get there. Yes, he does. Green flag is back out. Doesn't get a good jump that time as the 8 able to hold the side of the 4 as they work down the back straightaway. Lurfano on the outside drives it in pretty deep on the top. See if he's able to get a run this time as Esri, though, continues to lead that time at the line by about a bumper. Down through turns 1 and 2 again. We're keeping an eye on this battle up front as Lurfano continues to fight on the outside groove. Now he's able to get a good run. As I say that, the caution is out. Looks like a couple cars got together a little look here at this one. Looks like Nelson just drove that car in pretty deep, got into the back of what I believe was the 9. He then got into the 6, and the 6 went around, unfortunately, and then he gets collected by the 25. Nowhere to go for Hetrix, going through turns 3 and 4 that time, right here, right where Josh was headed. Sorry, that's turn number 2. So everyone able to get the cars pointed back in the right direction and continue under green. And it looks like another turn of events as Dave Lurfano leading at the time of caution by the narrowest of margins. So that is going to put the 8 car on the pole for the restart with under 5 to go when we go back green. So we are complete 144, 6 to go that time at the line, and still no white flag given. So we should see a less than 5 lap shootout once we get back going here from the Coliseum. Field gets the 1 to go signal that time by the start finish line. They will double it up, and we have a shootout on our hands. Four laps to go when the green flag comes back out. This time out of turn number 4, Lerfano, Esri, Kurdzlak, Rodriguez, Horlander, Nelson, the top 6. Hetrick, Weaver, Packer, right there in the mix also. Into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out. Lerfano gets the jump in this one early. He will go right to the bottom. Esri, though, says, hey, don't forget about me. I've had a good car this whole race. I don't want to lose it now. Esri works to the top side, but Lerfano too good on the bottom. They come back around. 3 to go this time for Lerfano. Down into turn 1 and 2. The battle now on for second as Esri and Kurdzlak battle it out. Down into turn 3 and 4. Kurdzlak again on the bottom in the preferred line. He's going to nose out in front. He will grab second spot that time at the line. Rodriguez right there looking to capitalize too. He makes that look easy as Esri pushes way high in turns 1 and 2. Dave Lerfano, though, will work himself off of turn number 4 down to the white flag. Kurdzlak into the wall. He's going to lose a handful of spots. That's going to move Esri back into the top 3. Up front, though, Dave Lerfano in this LSPD Police number 8 machine. He will bring it out at turn number 4 down to the checkered. Esri and Rodriguez get into it, coming to the checkered. It's a scramble to see who finishes in the top 3. Looks like it's going to be Kurdzlak, Horlander, and then Rodriguez. But the winner tonight, Dave Lerfano, in his number 8 machine, will bring it home to victory lane and pick up the preseason event, the non-points win here at the Coliseum in LA. If you give me a sec, we'll see if we can grab some interviews with the top 3 drivers as we work our way down. We'll take one more look here at the finish as there was some issues coming to the checkered flag. So this is going down into turn 4. Oh, looks like Rodriguez just locked it up, and then that opened the door for Esri, and he got into the Rodriguez number 7. I'll take one more look here, so let's take a look here as Esri gets into the 7, who gets way on the brakes down in 3 and 4. Kurdzlak able to get back second, and Horlander third place by just the narrowest of margins. We get set to get some interviews here from the Coliseum here this afternoon. 1 second here, we'll pull up the top 3 and get a word with those drivers. Hey Sean, it's Nathan up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha.
Big third place for you tonight at the Coliseum. Kind of right place, right time there coming out of turn number 4.
Yeah, right there. Almost had Kurt for second. Had a little bit more time, probably would have got him. Good race.
A little bit of chaos here at the end, but helps you get the better finish here for second. And like you said, had that inside on Kurtz, just not able to get enough of a pull there off of turn 4. But congrats on the third place, and hopefully we can talk to you next week at the end of one of the duels. Right. That was third place, Sean Horlander. We'll see if we can grab a word with runner-up Mike Kurdzlak. Hey Mike, it's Nathan up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Second place tonight at the clash here at the Coliseum by the hair on your chinny chin there. Had a bit of an issue on lap 149, but able to recover, and the incident between the 4 and the 7 put you right back into the second place position.
Yeah, I blew it on that corner. I was like, oh man, I gave up my podium, and then I was just going to take what I could get, and then what happened, I was like, oh, I got to get to the checkered.
Well, a good second place is a good way to start the season. Non-points, but it's probably going to give you some momentum. Obviously, we're headed to
Yes.
Daytona the next couple of weeks, so definitely a different beast. But just want to say good luck here at Daytona, and hopefully we can talk to you after one of the events next week.
Thanks, sir.
All right, that was second place finisher Mike Kurgelek in his number 41. Now we'll see if we can get a word with tonight's winner, the number 8 of Dave Lurfano. Officer Lurfano, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here, buddy.
Congrats, picked up the win. Obviously, came in a little later than everyone for tires. Don't know if that helped get you to that victory lane position, but definitely had a fast car at the back half of this one.
Yeah, definitely. I know, kind of at the beginning of that, me and Chris were kind of pretty even. I felt like I was just a tick quicker. I could roll the outside pretty good on the first 3 or 4 laps. So both times able to get the lead. When the caution came out, I had a nose out in front, so kind of got lucky there. But yeah, I got to thank Chris definitely for racing clean all night. We kind of raced with each other there most of the night, so thank him. Sucks he got a bad finish here at the end, but it was a lot of fun. Good to get the first one out of the way.
Hopefully you can keep up the momentum as we head to Daytona. We know that you were the winner of the 500 last year, so looking to repeat on that, but got to get through those duels first next week.
Yeah, looking forward to getting back to some regular racing here. This place is, I don't know. I don't care for it, but it suits me well. The car felt good all night, so on to Daytona.
All right, that is tonight's winner, Dave Lurfano. Thanks for checking in with us, and good luck next week.
Thank you, Nathan.
Again, that was tonight's winner, Dave Lurfano, picking up the non-points win here tonight from the Coliseum. We're going to take a quick look at the results on your screen here momentarily. There they are. So again, Dave Lurfano picking up the win over Mike Kurgelek in his number 40. Over Kurgelek in the 41. Sean Horlander rounding out the podium in the number 9. Travis Rodriguez, after a bit of a last lap jingle with the 4 car, he will bring it home in 4th. Hetrick's rebounds with a solid 5th place for Josh. James Nelson comes home in 6th. Rodney Uberpacker had an up and down night, at one point up to 2nd, and as far back as probably, I think, 1 lap down early in the event, he was able to hold on to 7th in that number 6 machine. Tyrone Yo brings it home in 8th position, and then Chris Essery on his last lap incident with the 7 car will bring it home, last car on the lead lap, in 9th. Behind him, the car is finishing 2 or more laps down. That is Dave Hara and Larry Garns. Johnny May, early race incident, bringing a DNF to that number 69 machine. And then Ben Campbell, unfortunately not able to start this one with us tonight after qualifying, so Ben will finish in 13th tonight. So that is a rundown of the results here tonight, again from the LA Coliseum. Thanks everyone for joining us. So glad to have you along for this one, and happy that you could tune in. Look forward to joining you again next Thursday night, 8:30. The green flag will drop on qualifying for the duels from Daytona to set the starting lineup for the 2025 All-American Racing League Daytona 500. Again, thanks for joining us here. My name is Nathan Christensen. Have a great rest of your evening, great weekend, and hopefully we can see you next Thursday live from Daytona.